you doing, man?
Doing good. It's waking up a little ago, but I ate some breakfast, so not much tonight so far.
Okay, cool. How was the holidays, man? Get anything good?
Yeah, got a few presents, like clothes, some money, and got some things I needed. So,
Awesome. It's always nice to get what you want and what you need. You told me before that you got some Pokemon cards. I'm jealous, so you got to show me those cards sometime soon, man.
mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Well, I know that there's some things that you wanted in particular, meaning a Giants number one pick. How's that looking?
Well, everyone thinks that even though we beat the Raiders, that the Raiders already clinched it, but that's not how it works. It's strength of schedule, and I've been arguing with these people on YouTube, ignorant people that don't understand how drafts works. It works by strength of schedule, not head to head. And
Okay,
I gave my point, how the Lions beat the Ravens, right?
right.
And the Lions are at number 15 in the draft, while the Ravens are number 16 because of strength of schedule. And couldn't text me, couldn't comment back because he had nothing to say.
Yeah. When
It's,
you hit them with the facts, man, they got nothing to say.
it's literally the same thing. It's the same thing. Everyone's saying head to head. Well, I'll be honest. I thought it was head to head when I was years ago. I thought it was it, but then I actually started looking into it. I was like, no, it's strength of schedule that matters for draft picks.
Yeah.
So basically, we got to lose to Dallas, and we're losing to Dallas. We have no receivers, so I'm not. It's going to be like 28-0 by halftime. Like, and then the game that is at 4:30, the Raiders got to beat the Chiefs, which I know everyone's saying it's so low. The Raiders suck, but the Chiefs have so many injuries that you think, maybe the Raiders have a chance.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, like you said, the Chiefs have been hit with injuries. Number one and foremost, the quarterback, Pat Mahomes, down with the ACL. That hurts me as a fan of his. Just wasn't the Chiefs' year this year. They definitely got bit by the injury bug, just kind of like your Giants as well. So I know both teams are going to be looking to regroup for next season. Your team, the Giants, aiming to get that number one pick. Hopefully, my team can help you guys out. My Cowboys can help you out by beating you today. We'll go ahead and do you that favor, even though it doesn't do anything for us. We are not going to be anywhere near the top. We're not going to be anywhere near the bottom. We're going to be right there in the middle, mediocre, as we've been for the better part of the last decade or two, even. So, at least we can do you guys that favor and get you that L that you're so craving for. But we'll see. We'll see. Can't wait for the games to kick off today. So, what else has been going on, man? Anything in particular? Tell me about Stranger Things. I know you're a big Stranger Things fan.
Oh, well, you didn't really watch season 5, so I can't really talk about it. It's like a
All
lot of
right,
spoilers. But the
just give me
ending,
a number grade. Give me a number grade first. Like, I just were you satisfied on a scale of 1 to 10?
season 5, they could have done better. But Netflix, there's rumors that Netflix cut 2 hours out of volume 2, which I can see that. I don't know
Uh-huh.
how true that is, but
Hmm.
if you watched it, it kind of makes sense that they took a lot of scenes out. And I'll say this though, the ending, a lot of people are mixed on it. I'm perfectly fine with it, but there's other people who would be mixed on it.
Okay.
Of course, you're gonna get emotional during the finale. That's usually how it works. But
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked it. My favorite Stranger Things season was probably two or one or two or three. Because at least in those seasons, you have no idea what's going on. Like, you don't even know at all.
Right. I have to admit, I didn't watch past season three. I will catch up eventually, but from what I've seen, I would have to say my favorite is season one. They really started it off with a bang. A lot of mystery, a lot of 80s nostalgia, which was cool for me being an 80s kid. I'm, obviously a little bit older than you, so I can remember a lot of those things and references about that time period. So that was cool, but I'm gonna be anxious to catch up and see how it ended. But from your standpoint, just give us a number, man. 1 to 10, season five. What are you ranking it? Give me a 1 to 10.
Like an 8.
An 8? Okay. That's pretty good. And now overall, the whole story, the whole series, what would you grade that on a 1 to 10?
9.
Okay. Okay, good. So you're saying it's definitely something that I need to hurry up and get caught up on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. Well, that's definitely good to hear. Like I said, I was a fan when it first started. Just kind of just fell off. It's not like I stopped liking it or it got bad. I just fell off and got into some other things. So I'm glad that I'll be able to binge watch it, catch up, and have that to look forward to. But let's flip it back over to football because I know the games are going to be starting here real soon. You want to get over to your watch party and cheer for your Giants loss. So let's just run through today's schedule real quick. First off, 1 o'clock, Saints at Falcons. I got the Falcons in that. Who do you got?
Saints.
Okay, going on the opposite side there. All right. Also 1 o'clock, Cleveland at Cincinnati, Battle of Ohio. Uh,
Well, there's actually a big thing on this one. Miles Garrett sack record.
right, right. He's definitely going to be hungry to get that sack record. Joe Burrow is probably going to have to be running for his life. We know about their offensive line woes, so it's not looking good for Joe, and it's looking good for Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett gets the sack record. I just hope Joe Burrow escapes the game intact and healthy in one piece.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna say Cincinnati gets the win though.
Cincinnati's still gonna get the win, but Miles Garrett will get like a sack to get the record.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we're gonna switch over to the NFC 1 o'clock game. Green Bay at Minnesota. What are
Vikings.
your thoughts? Really? Okay. All right. I
Green
mean,
Bay
I
has
can
their
see
backup
that.
quarterback playing, plus the Vikings defense is like top notch. JJ McCarthy's playing, so there's no point.
Yeah.
The Packers are gonna have backups in anyway,
Packers are gonna have backups
and
in.
we've seen that Vikings defense against Detroit. They could do it against Detroit. They could do it against Green Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. You've actually kind of persuaded me to go with Minnesota as well. So I'm gonna take Minnesota in that game. And then the game that you and I are kind of both looking forward to for different reasons. Dallas at New York, 1 o'clock. I got the boys. I assume you got the boys as well.
Easily, because Giants have no receivers playing. Wandell's also out, so we have Mister drops every game-ending touchdown ball and Mister who can't run around.
All right, so things are shaping up in your favor. Get that L, get that number one pick. AFC, Tennessee at Jacksonville, also 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go Jags.
It should be Jags unless they put in backups.
Yep, those Jacksonville Kitty Cats. And going over to my home city, Houston, Indianapolis Colts visits my Texans.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna say Texans
Texans.
get that win.
Well, and
Yep.
by the way, I would lock in, I think, a Nico Collins touchdown. Colts have no corners. They have no corners.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys heard it here first. Listen to Connor. Lock it in. If you're betting, get a prop on the Nico Collins touchdown. Write it down. My man's got you guys covered. Going NFC, I'm sorry, AFC East, Jets at Buffalo. This one's for our friend Vinny at work. Bills.
That game's going to be over by halftime.
Okay, yeah, definitely over by halftime. Final score will be a lot to a little.
Like 38-10 or something.
Yeah, I could see something like that. Josh Allen gets the boys on track. Back to the NFC. Detroit goes to Chicago. Interesting game. NFC
Chi-
North battle here.
Chicago.
You're gonna go Chicago? Okay, I'm gonna go
They
Chicago as well.
Chicago has something to win because if they lose, they can go down to the number 3 seed. So they actually have to play to win.
Yeah, definitely want to position themselves as best as possible for the upcoming playoffs here. So I agree with you. They play for the win, get the win. Next up, we got Chargers going to Denver to face the Broncos.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, that's a tough one to pick. I think it's gonna be a good game as well. I'm only gonna give it to Denver because Denver's at home. I think if the Chargers were at home, I would give it to them, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the Broncos.
Yeah, I didn't know the Broncos were home, so I'm going Broncos.
Yeah. And the other game coming up next that we had talked about, 425, Chiefs visit the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, we going okay. I might as well just say all the Chiefs' injuries because I don't think you know all of them.
Go ahead, let the people know.
Okay, Mahomes, they're back up. Trey Smith is doubtful, so I don't think he's playing. Xavier Worthy is with a sick or something, so I don't think he's playing. The rookie receiver Tyquan Thornton's also out. Rasheed Rice, IR. Jalen Watson, your corner. Trent McDuffie. Uh, Kareem Hunt, unfortunately, is playing. Um, George Karlaftis is questionable, but I think he's going to play. But you got a lot of players. You do got a lot of players out in offense.
Yeah.
And Kenny Pickett's going to play, so not the interception immersion. So that gives a much higher chance.
Okay. Okay. Well, all very good and very valid points. It's going to be tough for them with that med unit that they have over there. They're just putting things together with band-aids, bubble gum, and tape right now to even field the team. So I'm definitely going to go with the Chiefs as well. I'm just hoping, I'm sorry, the Raiders, going with the Raiders.
I think
Hopefully
the
the
Raiders
Chiefs can
could
just
win
get
with
healthy.
all those.
So
If if all those other players were playing, including Rasheed Rice, and unfortunately I go Chiefs, but I don't know. With Kenny Pickett, I think Kenny Pickett actually uses his legs unlike somebody.
yeah, yeah. So I think the Raiders get that win. Um, we had said something before with Mahomes being out. Maybe Chiefs look for kind of a placeholder quarterback going into next year until he could come back healthy. And you had floated the name Kirk Cousins.
I was thinking that, but now I don't know because I heard Michael Penix Jr. got hurt too, and it could be for a while. So they might not even want to trade him. I'm thinking of other quarterbacks.
Yeah, they might want to hold on to him as an asset because obviously he's played there, knows the system and everything, familiar with the surroundings and the players and stuff like that. So they might want to hold on to him,
Wait,
which
I got an idea. Malik Willis from the Packers.
Malik Willis from the Packers. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
I can't think of anything else.
There's not very many other options out there unless they go get another grandpa like the Colts did off the couch.
Oh, Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco? Okay. I don't mind that because Joe Flacco has proven himself in the past couple of seasons here that he's still got something left in the tank. He's still got that rocket launcher on his shoulder. So I wouldn't mind that, especially with those chief receivers. We know how dynamic Xavier Worthy is. Getting those guys back, the pieces healthy, and surrounding Joe Flacco with those pieces. I think that could definitely be a good placeholder until Mahomes comes back. Joe Flacco is definitely not afraid to push the ball down the field, which we've seen the Chiefs do kind of when they first started taking off. Remember all those plays, those bombs that Mahomes was throwing to Tyreek, or even the short passes that Tyreek would turn into 60, 70, 80 on touchdowns. they kind of have gone away from that. Obviously, since Tyreek is gone, they've been more short yardage stuff over the middle, get the ball to Kelsey. Now that they have Worthy, they can kind of get back to that if they have Joe Flacco as a placeholder for Mahomes. Worthy can get down the field. Obviously, he's a speed demon, and then you just need someone to get him the ball until Mahomes can come back. So I think that Flacco would definitely be a suitable placeholder for them. That's a definitely very good point. I like that.
Yeah, and the only reason you can go for either Flacco or Malik Willis is because you need a quarterback that can only stay there for a year till Mahomes is back. You can't get Mac Jones because Mac Jones is looking most likely to be on a team that's going to be his career team for years.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you definitely need a short-term placeholder, something until Mahomes can get back, someone until he gets back, and then they can move on from them. So I definitely agree with you on that. Mac Jones, young quarterback, had that initial success in New England. He's going to be wanting to kind of restake his claim, get reestablished, and be the quarterback for long term for another team. So definitely don't see him as a fit in KC. But Joe Flacco, I like that idea a lot. So let's move on. We got Arizona going to the Rams. I'm gonna
That's
say
easy.
Rams.
That's easy. Rams. There's no debate
Rams.
there. There's no
Yep.
debate.
Next Miami goes to New England. I don't think there's a debate on that one either.
Wait. Stephon Diggs, is he playing or not?
Is Stephon playing? I haven't heard anything that he isn't.
Because I don't know if
But
those rumors are true that he had a strangulation or something. He strangled somebody.
yeah, he has found himself into a little bit of trouble with that accusation. But I think at this point, it's, just an accusation. Things have to play themselves out, and the NFL usually lets those things play out. So, trying to see if he's playing.
Because that's big if he doesn't play.
Yeah. Okay, it appears that, let's see, Patriots Wire. He is on the injury report. Game status not updated. So it looks like it could be up in the air right now still. I'm going to say that New England still gets the win, whether he plays or not. Uh,
Yeah.
I think New England is just a more complete team. Obviously, we know the Dolphins have had troubles all season long. Tyreek is out. It looks like their team doesn't even like Tua. It's just kind of a dumpster fire over there. So I think the Patriots get the win either way.
Yeah. But if the Patriots, let's say they go against the Bills in the playoffs, I think they are going to be eliminated right away.
Yeah, I can certainly see that. I can certainly see that. The Bills, this is the Bills' chance. This is a now or never thing for the Bills right now. We got Baltimore and Lamar struggling. I
I
mean,
think
who
Lamar
else?
could make it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but this is the best chance that they've had in a long time. I mean, Josh Allen has always, who has he always had to go to or have lost to? He's either had to go through Lamar or Mahomes, and he usually has been losing to either one of them in the
No,
past
he's
few
never
years.
lost Lamar in the playoffs.
No. Yeah, he hasn't lost to Lamar, but then Patrick Mahomes gets him.
Well, yeah.
So that's what I mean when I say this is kind of the best road he may have, and hopefully they get to take advantage of it. And I like to see them go. far into the playoffs, if not the Super Bowl. I think when we did our season opening show, I think I picked the Bills to make the Super Bowl in the AFC.
Wrong.
So,
I remember you picked Kansas City and Washington.
oh, you know what? I stand corrected. You are right. I did pick Kansas City and Washington.
I
And
picked I picked Buffalo and the Rams.
look how everything's played out, man. Kansas City decimated by injuries. Jane Daniels out for the Commanders, so my pick is up in smoke. Poof. So you're still looking decent.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking very good. So yeah, I would love to see the Bills get it done. But speaking of Washington, they do go to Philadelphia this afternoon to play at 4:25. Uh, we just said that Jane Daniels is out. Things didn't go the way they wanted down in Washington. So I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles taking the victory.
That depends. Are the Eagles playing their starters?
That is true. That is true. Um, Again, kind of back to my argument with the Patriots game. The Eagles are just a more complete team.
No. Like
Uh,
they might not even. They might take their starter, quarterback out, the receivers, offensive line. They might take them all out,
right, right. But I still think
even
if
with their
they do
backup.
that, even with their backups. Well, are we talking? Well, they would be going against Washington starters. You're saying?
Yeah. Well,
Well, that could definitely change things. I'm going to stick with Philly either way. I'm gonna stick with Philly either way. I just don't. I don't have that feel in my gut is not telling me to go with Washington in this case. And by the way, my gut got me all the way to the championship Super Bowl in our fantasy league. So I'm going to stick with my gut and stay with the Eagles.
they should have won. They shouldn't lose. Washington has a third string quarterback playing, so I'd be in shock.
Exactly. Exactly. That would be shocking indeed. Lastly, ending tonight, the AFC North battle. Baltimore goes to Pittsburgh.
Ooh, oh boy, this is hard. This is
Yeah,
this is hard.
this
This
is a
feels
hard
like a
one.
playoff game, and I'm way more hyped up for this game than any other game today. That game I'm
Yeah.
really excited for.
Yeah, that's a juicy one, man. 8:20 tonight. All eyes are going to be on that one. Hopefully it's a good game.
And if you heard about Aaron Rodgers, he says he's going to leave the door open for the possibility of returning next year. So he may not retire. He says he's leaving the door open.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely heard about that. Um I don't know. If he feels like he has something left and still wants to go out and play, I'm certainly not against it. Um If I were a player, an athlete like that in that position, I'd want to stay and get as much out of it as I could, as long as I could contribute. I look at Philip Rivers. The Colts went and got Philip Rivers. They thought he could contribute. He felt that he could contribute, and so I have no problem with that if he wanted to stay. It's just when guys want to stay on too long and they obviously look like a shell of themselves. They're not contributing anything near even what they thought they could at the later stages of their career. That's when I'm like, all right, it's time to hang them up. But if they can still do some things, make some plays, you put pieces around them so they don't have to do as much, carry a team. You can't expect Aaron Rodgers to carry the Steelers like he was carrying the Packers 10, 15 years ago. But if he feels like he can contribute and give them some good production, given that they have the right pieces, TJ Watt coming back, that defense still solid. Hey, why not? Why not? I think they get the win tonight.
And don't forget about Aaron Rodgers helping the Jets.
Yeah.
And what if Aaron Rodgers went to the Chiefs for one final year?
I wouldn't be against it. Again, everything really depending on health over in Kansas City. If they get those pieces back, surround him with all those pieces that they have. They just need him healthy. I'm not against it.
Okay. So what team would I go for? I think Steelers. I think they're gonna stop Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that is the key. That is definitely going to be point number 1, 2, and 3 on their board. Stop King Henry. Don't let him go off. And they definitely give themselves a good chance, put themselves in the best position to secure that victory.
And then the playoffs. What would they? Oh yeah, I think Rams are going to be playing the Eagles because if the Bears beat the Lions, the Bears stay at number 2. They would play the Packers. Rams would play the Eagles. I believe Niners are playing the winner, whoever wins the Buccaneers or Panthers. So I think that's going to be the playoffs personally for the NFC because
Yeah.
Seattle already has the number 1. Niners. Do they have the number 5 seed clinched, or could it be the Rams?
NFC West. Let's see. Seahawks are on top. The Niners clinched a wild card.
But yeah,
And let's see here. The Rams clinched a wild card as well. Playoff picture. Let me check the playoff picture for us here. Make playoffs. Seahawks. Yeah. Make playoffs. Win division. Do, do, do. Niners. They're in. So they are in. They just haven't. Obviously, the bracket hasn't been fully sorted out and set yet, but they both are in.
yeah, because the Rams when they go 13-4, just like the Niners. So I'm wondering if the Rams would have higher than the Niners, or would that change?
Now, that I think is where head to head comes in. You know, how you were
Yeah,
mentioning
but
how
they
that
split with
doesn't
each other.
affect
The
the
Rams and
draft.
Niners, I believe
So
they
then,
split.
so then I think it goes to like record against like common opponent or something like that.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, we got Hawks, Bears, Eagles, Panthers, and Buccaneers are still fighting it out. And then we got Rams, Niners, Packers.
I do believe though it's probably going to be Rams versus Eagles, Bears versus Packers, and Niners versus Buccaneers. Yeah, Buccaneers. Buccaneers
Okay.
are going to get killed by Niners. I could see that. Rams beat the Eagles. And then Packers, Bears. I was going to, originally I would have said Packers, but no, Michael. Actually, no. They have Trayvon Diggs now. So Packers win.
Okay, okay. Yep. Seems like everybody who leaves Dallas goes to Green Bay. Trayvon wanted to reunite with Micah.
Oh my God. He gets released, and then the next day later, he gets signed.
Yeah, yeah, and I can see why they actually are good friends. I've kind of listening and obviously being a Dallas Cowboy fan, I did find out that Trayvon Diggs and Michael Parsons are really close. Trayvon was speaking up a lot about the situation when, Michael Parsons was trying to negotiate the new contract with the Cowboys, Jerry Jones. Trayvon was very vocal, so it's easy to see why he ended up in Green Bay with Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep, yep. So all right, well, that's it for today's games. Everything looks really exciting, especially like we were saying that the night game tonight between the Steelers and um, Ravens. That's going to be very exciting. Can't wait to check that out. and then we're gonna be set for playoffs here. Things are continuing to move fast, man. I can't believe it. It's already 2026 NFL playoffs. Uh, the NBA is really starting to get into full swing. I always say the NBA season doesn't start until after Christmas. So we're gonna have to start talking more hoops here soon. And then next thing you know, they're gonna be calling for pitchers and catchers, and baseball is gonna be back. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna come in the new year here for this and us and the show and everything. Things are gonna be getting more exciting looking up for us. We definitely still have some things in the works here. So I'm glad that we made it through the first, let's say, when did we start? Like kind of midway through last year. I like the summer, late summer, yeah, because it was around when the NFL started.
Yeah.
Late summer, early fall. So glad that we made it into 2026 here, still going, only going to get stronger and better. So I'm definitely excited to see what the future holds for us. But it was finally good to get our first show in here in 2026. Anything else you wanted to cover?
No, that's about it.
All right, all right. Well, the games are gonna get kicked off here soon. I know you're excited to watch. I'm excited to check everything out.